Hi guys. Hey Will. Hey Joe. Let me know if you can hear me, of course, as always. Alright. Happy Friday. I almost said happy Thursday for some reason. We are coming up to Hollywood and Highland. It's from a back street where I've been standing, fiddling with things. I do see the jittering again. Hey! I wonder if that's something we're going to need to fix every time. Before we go on. Let me know if you see it. Thanks, Mohammed. Welcome. We're going up to Hollywood and Highland. I just figured we'd take a look at the Hollywood and High School. Let's see if I dare jaywalk again. Yeah, there's nobody coming. Hey, Ms. Evil Glenn. Chris. Happy Friday. Oh, we almost should have crossed there. World famous Mel's and Celebrity Bar. Again, cute. Hey, Osgay. Uh-oh. Alright, we're gonna crisscross. We're gonna walk through the touristy stuff, or at least on the street, to kind of get to the other end. I think the mic, everything is working on my end. Oh, well, I don't have the sound noise cancellation off, sorry. Whoa. Well, I turned the sound off and I turned it on again. Maybe that changed. That little reset. Hey, anorexic dyslexic. I'm more concerned about the frame rate. Anyway, Joe played Borderlands 4 last night. I don't know if he wants me to admit that for him. I wonder Alright, I have one trick I could try, or I could just restart, but maybe somehow the stabilization is on in the camera again, but I thought I turned it off last night before we streamed. So let's check that out. Check that out. Joe, tell me how Borderlands was. I was kind of not paying attention. Tell us how Borderlands was. Alright, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Is that worse or better? Let me know. Look at that blue sky. That's okay, so I just turned the stabilization on the iPhone. That must mean that every time we must have to set it up for each stream or something weird like that. Let's just get through this, alright. Oh, we're forbidden from going to Ghirardelli's. Oh, maybe somebody's getting... I don't want to be in front of that. I have no idea what I'm seeing, by the way. Oh, we can walk through. Oh, it's for the store. Don't get excited, you guys. Joe, remind me to check Prism. Maybe Prism reset itself somehow. I don't know what those things are. Sorry. Simlandia. Maybe they're the Sims. This guy's getting his name put on a star. It's his day. Welcome to Hollywood. I don't think you got to see it, but that's probably fine. I have no idea. I feel like it has something to do with The Sims. El Capitan. We got a dancer here. Copyright strike. The delay is still there. So, is that a Simlandia hat? Because it reminds me of Super Mario Brothers mushroom. I'm confused. It is beautiful. I'm definitely walking on the shady side of the street because in the shade, slight breeze, fantastic. Out of the shade, a degree or two too hot. Uh-oh, they have Labuzis. So we're kind of heading towards that hill over there. I was gonna go last Friday, but it was like 94 degrees. Oh, thanks, Javier. I think Sims is probably a better game for me to stream because it doesn't require pressing a lot of buttons at the same time. Sybil Shepherd. She was taking a picture of Sybil Shepherd. I always love to see who people take a picture of. This is the Johnny Grant building. Cool. Oh no, thank you so much. I've had my yearly bus tour.
This is him.
Oh no, thanks man. Thank you so much. I don't have a CD player. Actually, I could play a CD in my Sony PlayStation. In case you guys come to town on a budget, there's H&H Hotel and Hostel. Online bookings only. This is the part where the sidewalks change from the terrazzo and there's more musicians over here. Except I say that Sophia Loren is down here, 2000th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1994. The Supremes, The Temptations, Della Reese.
You're worried about what?
Goodness gracious. Florence Henderson. Ashanti. Tippi Hedren. Looks like some birds got to that one. Stan Lee. William H. Macy, Felicity Huffman, the Jonas Brothers, new edition, the original Fresh Mouth, Martha Reeves, right? Carl Weathers, Mac Davis, I feel like this building here might have been something, $75,000 to get one of these guys right now. And no matter how bad you are, they won't take it out. It's like a paid honor. We kind of need to walk through the gazebo. So they still have one lady out of that. A car ran into that a couple weeks ago. It used to have Marilyn Monroe on top of it all. It's like the four women of Hollywood. And the woman who did it, the sculptor that did it, it's really, I kind of like it a little better now that I read about it. They never found the person that stole the top. I wonder if they found the person that crashed into Anime Wall. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. It's kind of a really weird statue. It's like the La Brea Gateway. It's really 90s looking. So the person who built it was Catherine Harwick, Harwicke, Catherine Harwick. You might know her. Sorry, I'm just crossing the street, looking all the way around, making sure I'm gonna live. Anyway, she directed 13 and Twilight. This is gonna look back down Hollywood Boulevard, a vantage point we don't usually get. So it honors women like Dorothy Dandridge, Anna Mae Wong, Mae West. Symbolic West gateway to the Walk of Fame. So we're heading towards Laurel Canyon. This little spot, and we're probably not this particular hotel, but this particular row of places. In the 30s and 50s, we're looking at some of the last ones, but you know, the motel and diner territory. Rooms are like $5 a night in this area. Catering to road trippers and actors. Most of them are gone and have been replaced by modern buildings. I think we see a couple more up here before we hit where we're going to. But they pretty much made over this area. Hey, mountain bike. Oh my god, $3.29, that's a bargain. I think the cheapest we ever get ice cream sandwiches are for like 4, for like $6.99 or $7.99. And like, I don't mind getting the cheapest ice cream sandwiches I can, you know? I mean, the gourmet ones are great, don't get me wrong. Whew. I have to make a doctor's appointment and get the flu shot. And whatever else they have cooked up for me. So we're walking parallel to like the sunset music. Or maybe we are a couple blocks away still. But like from the Rock of Fame. The closest grocery store to us doesn't have like their own brand. But it's not called Freezer Queen, but it's got like a penguin on it. It looks like a budget brand. I think those are like 8 for still $7.99 or something like that. I kind of want to love like a themed apartment building. If they're not very well maintained or updated, it just looks weird. It is a beautiful day. Everything is so, I think the grocery store near us is like both cheap and expensive and limited. I'm gonna try not to make anybody on their workouts feel uncomfortable. A pretty cool building. We do if we drive to the grocery store. But like, I prefer kind of like shopping like an old lady daily as my sport. I can't really plan food that far ahead. When I try to, it gets wasted. This is the Temple Israel of Hollywood. 1925. Formidable building. So we live like maybe 1 mile from Ralph's. And 1 mile-ish from Target. But like a couple blocks or like half a mile. It's really not a big walk at all from this other grocery store. And it's got really great produce, cheap produce. But their treats are really expensive. They got this new item called soft serve ice cream. You'd think Joe and I would have gobbled it down. It's basically like a Capri Sun full of ice cream. And it's soft serve. However, you just have to like let it warm up. So isn't that basically just any ice cream? I could get like a pint of Ben & Jerry's for $1 more. The same effect. This store, we walk by it sometimes. Like we live in the middle of two. It's called John's. And so it's like a Eastern European grocery store. A little Armenian, a little Russian, a little Middle Eastern, and then, you know, the rest is like a A&P. So I kind of love shopping there because you can get all kinds of really cool stuff and grains. Oh, hold please. Or maybe not. Yeah, hold please. I'm not trying to film their move. Also, we have a Sprouts. The Sprouts is somewhere around us. But it's also a driver. I think we've talked about this before, but I would love to go like full rage at a Costco. I just don't have the storage. If I ever get a house, I'm gonna get a Costco card. If I ever get a house, I'm gonna get a Costco card. And I'm gonna get a backyard shed to put all the Costco stuff I buy in it. So, still Hollywood Boulevard that we walk down all the time. A little more gentle and neighborhoody, albeit with tons of traffic. Oh, I know where it is. It's on La Brea. There's also one in Pasadena or Arcadia. So if I'm gonna get in the car to go grocery shopping, also I feel like I should go to like a really big grocery store, like the one in Altadena. I just can't buy like a week's worth of groceries because I inevitably throw stuff out. I used to be really into getting those salad bags, what come with a dressing and some bacon bits and cheese. We would throw the bacon bits and cheese out. I don't know why. But I would get 3 thinking I'm gonna have salad for 3 days in a row, or 4 days in a row, or however many days. And literally, like, we would forget about one, and we were like throwing 1 or 2 out, and they're like $3.99. So we mostly go grocery shopping only 1 or 2 days ahead of time, except for things like coffee. I had some nosy, bossy guy behind me at the crosswalk before I started streaming. It was a really ticky. It was like a really tricky kind of crosswalk because there was a truck parked halfway in front of it and like a little narrow gap. And I was kind of standing there, and the guy goes, "Okay, go!" And I was like, "What?" That was Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is Sierra Bonita Avenue. The Hollywood Hills West, right? Ish. Thank you guys so much for being here. I am gonna just look down the street. I want to thank my members. I just updated my thing. Let's look at this beautiful, cool apartment building over here. I think he was talking to his kids. I tried not to take it personally, and I didn't turn around. Woo! Thank you guys so much, members. 4 times I opened my Prism to like load up the fireworks or find the fireworks so I could preload them, and I forgot to. So we still only have cherry blossoms, disco balls, and party people. Flowers. I hope this guy doesn't think I'm filming him doing a U-turn. Thank you so much for the support, members. I don't want to turn the glam cam on. There are some little tiny fireworks loaded up in there. Woohoo! Got a little longer. Thanks, Will, for your support yesterday. Also, alright, so before I let it take up all my CPU, I just say that. Don't forget. Alright. You can see the really cool giant houses in the hill. Somewhere out there, one of your favorite stars lives out there, I'm sure, or rents. It's supposed to be shocking and like get you to submit. See, someone probably changed lanes, cut them off, and now they think they have to honk all the way down the street. I wouldn't. Hey JK, happy Friday. Somewhat of the way. So far, signal working out great. I should never say that, so we will knock on wood. slow my roll. I don't want to get hit by a car. It's my new theme song. I love those kind of windows. I don't know if you can see them. Hey, LA Unknown. Yeah, I did close out the members overlay, Joe. Thanks for checking immediately. All right. Move out of the way. My first year living here, I had a friend who rented a house from some really old person in the hills. The old person probably lived in Malibu now, and it was just their house they bought in the 50s or something. And it was in Nichols Canyon, just right over here. And the house was pretty cool. It was kind of on the side of a hill, but really run down old. But still, like, I would have loved that place. Even with the heights and the shaky porch. It's probably gone now. I feel like it's kind of easy to trigger road rage with people. I mean, I have gotten pretty mad. I mean, not murderously mad, but like furious at somebody. Like, and then some. I'm already starting to feel some hippie vibes as we get a little closer to Laurel Canyon. I want to do one thing really quick because the sky looks really blasted out, so hold. Oh, it looks good now. All right. There we go. True that. All right, let's stand on this hill. Actually, on this hill. Let's stand on this next corner and look up the hill. Sorry, maybe in a second. There's some people doing. All right. Check out that. That is. Hold on. A swimming pool, a room. Can you imagine? It just. We're coming up on Orange Grove. Oh, it's buffering a lot. A couple years ago, hey Mark, Hey, Mark Smith. How are you? It's buffering a lot. Let me... Please? I'll be... Let me know if that's any better. I just had to turn off the, I had to turn off the Wi-Fi. But let me see if I can hook the Wi-Fi and the hotspot up. My hotspot. Hotspot. Personal hotspot. Discoverable. Okay. All tethered up. Let me know if that changed anything for us. I'll hang tight. Well, to answer some of your questions, I didn't turn the Wi-Fi off on my phone before I started streaming, which I generally turn the Wi-Fi off. But in that little brief rest that we just had, I just had to turn the hotspot on the other phone, then use Speedify to bond the signal. So hopefully it's a lot more stable. We kind of are gonna have to cross the street at some point. I'm just hoping it's shady. I might not have even needed to do that. It could have honestly been because I just had the Wi-Fi on. But I figured the closer we get to Laurel Canyon, we'll probably want to turn that on anyway, so it's best now to give it a shot. And LTE. I'm actually using LTE hotspot on the T-Mobile network. And it looks like, look at this pretty house. Oh, hold on. You know, maybe the phone, hold on for one more second, because I just got a message about the Wi-Fi. Give me one sec. I think that should have done it. If it didn't do it, we may still not make... Let me know how it's working out. Look at the rendering on those balloons, right? If you know, you know. honestly, the way it is treated up here, just it's really nice. They have a lot of trees. I don't want to scare this person or this dog. Still Hollywood Boulevard. Now it seems kind of worse. Well, I might be momentarily out of options. Okay. It's funny because I have the hotspot in my pocket and the other hand is holding a gimbal. If this shits out over here, we'll just back up and walk down to Sunset. If this shits out, I will do a through here with a couple overlays, I think. Alright, so I'm coming right up here on Laurel Canyon. So the one thing I would love to talk about, I don't want you to think I'm some kind of conspiracy theorist, but I found it to be kind of an interesting story. So like, you know, Jim Morrison up here, Stephen Stills, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young up here making music. Also Joni Mitchell, but I don't know that she has a LSD, CIA connection. I don't think she does. And then Frank Zappa. All had family in the military. And so the sidewalk gets shitted out. They all had sidewalk in the military. They all had family in the military, right? Jim Morrison's father was an admiral in the battle that started the Vietnam War, I think. Also, there's a movie studio up here on the Lookout Mountain. An Air Force movie studio, right? Hidden in the canyon, they produce classified films for the Pentagon and the CIA from the 1940s till the 1960s. They always thought that the whole like music scene was kind of a... Maybe I have to press the stupid walk button. I can't wait for the day where the crosswalk just senses you're here. Oh my god, double crosswalk. So, super tiny sidewalks up here. The queer thing right now is that when it was buffering, like my signal hasn't changed here, so I wonder if that's another oddity of D's nuts here. So I will ask you just very politely, please extinguish your cigarettes because there is no smoking in the hills for obvious reasons. I thought that was ridiculous when I first moved here because there was nothing I wanted to do more than drive through the Hollywood Hills in a convertible smoking. I'm kinda not joking. So we are in Laurel Canyon. That's good, stable stream, thank you. I have never walked up this way before. I know that if I get tired, there's a chair, a mattress, and part of a sofa I could relax on. Oh. Oh. Alright. I just didn't know which way to step. You know? On the mattress, on the chair. I think it's illegal to smoke pot and drive anywhere, but it's illegal to smoke in your car in the Hollywood Hills. You can see these aren't the most lush hills going. Ooh, Mount Olympus. Hey, Dan. Thank you so much. Our new gateway to Mount Olympus. We're just gonna watch people go up Mount Olympus and then be stuck here because I didn't cross when the little man changes. There's no sidewalk over there. We're kind of gonna end up Did it, let me know when it came back, or it comes back. I just tried to turn off the Speedify. I feel like sometimes that messes with it. There we go. Well, you know, a few more tweaks before we figure that out. We are gonna get up in those canyons. We made it up some hills yesterday, Whitley Heights. We didn't go super high, but we also made it up pretty high in the Hollywood Heights on the other side of the street, the Fairholme apartments, and now I have this. I want to make it through without touching any of that stuff. Hey, LA Unknown, thank you guys for your patience. Trying new things. Hollywood Boulevard right there. We're gonna go in a little so I can get the shade, but we're gonna walk down towards sunset. So I'm so glad I didn't make my thumbnail say, come with me on a Laurel Canyon extravaganza. I even just put Laurel in the thumbnail. I don't want the chair to accidentally touch me. I have like fear of bed bugs. I've never had them. I saw an episode of 30 Rock. I think bed bugs is the last thing anyone needs in their life. Especially me, especially you guys. So I don't like walking near street mattresses or street furniture. There was a time in my life that I would have taken that white chair and been like, I could throw a blanket on it and really make a beautiful piece, but I just think of bed bugs. Yeah, we're gonna dip down into West Hollywood on a Friday afternoon. I don't think I'm gonna make it to Santa Monica. Hey, Michaela. I'm very impatient with the blinker. All right. I'm not even a third way through and it's already... And I walk fast. Ooh, more furniture. Let's see, we have a leather bisectional and a sofa with a secret and a cigarette burn. Pretty grody. So we had 2 awesome streams yesterday next to the Tudor style house. I do like, I love the little white house when traffic. Let me know if that does anything. I'm trying my level best. I'm gonna end up, okay. I came back for a sec. Oh, thanks, Ozgay. Oh my god. It's so delayed what you're telling me that I end up going back and changing it. On the hill, so. Oh, too soon. I'm not using Verizon. I don't. Know what I can. All right, Joe said it's back on a text message. I'm tethered. Oh, fudge. Okay. Wait, is it paused? I can't tell because I need like a spot to rest my weary gimbal. Look, it's the laugh. Is it on or paused or... Okay, great. Sorry to sound so withered. What a frustrator. Yeah. It's off again. I am concerned about the readout on the screen because it never changes. Like it said 5,000 the whole time. Anyway, I'll see ya. That's what I'm thinking. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. All right, hi. You guys, it should be okay. We're on Sunset Boulevard. We've walked here before. I'm positive the internet turned off. I stuck it into airplane mode for a second to just disconnect and reconnect it, and it turns the Wi-Fi back on, and I didn't realize that. So hopefully we'll be all set. I've been doing this for 6 months without tethering, and I really don't know if tethering is a solution in a canyon. It's maybe more of a solution in a super busy area. So we're heading down Sunset Boulevard. I am trying to like just look on the other side of the street because I really want to cross and get in the shade and not film the power broker. Oh my god, the Patty Boys smash burger. Alright, I'm gonna cross here. And I'm gonna cross here. Look at that nice Porsche. Oh, and I'm gonna cross here if I can. I'm gonna pop a Mentos in my mouth and just hop through that car. You deserve to sit there, buddy. You shouldn't have pulled out into the crosswalk. They can't hear me. Only you guys can. Hey, Ruben Garcia. Happy Friday. Thank you guys so much for being here and putting up with that crapperoo. I feel like every time new technology is involved, it does take a couple days. This one hasn't taken as many days as it took us with the Verizon, though. The Verizon was just a shite show. Oh, I missed it. Yesterday when we were streaming, I saw a movie at the Directors Guild. Yesterday when we were streaming, we somehow there's a slight delay. It was totally gone. It made it less smooth, I will say. Or maybe a little more irritating to watch. But it just means we could sort of respond more in real time. There's more Similandia. They're taking over the city. There's Bristol Farms. Not that you're interested in it, but like this is the first Bristol Farms I ever went to. I kind of thought they were all like that. They're all pretty cool. Yeah, this one has terrible parking. It's a real market inside. Oh, that's awesome to hear, Ruben. We are grateful to have you here. So I'm just like showing up over here. I don't want to be on this guy's arse. Bristol Farms. Another angry driver. Looks like a window that you could get a drink through. Oh. Am I scanned in? No. Alright. We'll take a little right and let me know if my signal drops. It's kind of cute in here, and I believe Mark had told us that the original Halloween was filmed. It might have been up there, but I feel like one of the houses from it was down here. So this is Spalding Square. Historical Spalding Square. Alright, let's try the jitter zoom. You get a close-up. No, I think it was the zoom out jitter. The zoom out jitter looks, I cannot see buffering. And that's what I thought. But there's something down here. Well, obviously, Nightmare on Elm Street. Well, I wish my street had this many trees on it. So we fulfilled our obligation of going to just Laurel. We went to just Laurel. We're gonna meander back east now. I don't think we really need to go up to Hollywood Boulevard to get our kicks. Let's take a left onto Long Prairie. Let's wiggle through down here. It's so much cooler. This is de Long Prairie. We crossed de Long Prairie a lot. De Long Prairie was named after Charles de Long Prairie, who was a painter of florals. And honestly, his house was at the end of de Long Prairie. We've passed a plaque where it used to be, and it was like Hollywood's first tourist destination was to go see Charles de Long Prairie's house. I think it was a stop. Not on the metro we have today, but, you know, one of those electric cars that we don't have anymore. Electric train cars. I wish I had my notes from the Friday the 13th and Halloween thing. There was some house around here, but maybe you are correct and I'm just off a couple blocks. I feel like there's something down here and something up there. But it does look very Halloween-y. I mean, I don't know the Nightmare on Elm Street theme. I'm kidding. Friday the 13th. Over and over I keep seeing, oh my gosh. Let me do a little plug-in real quick. I think I was starting to plug in one of the times that we realized it wasn't working. Hey DC, happy Friday. I'm kind of off a day from starting to stream on Thursday. I keep wanting to say happy Thursday. But we did stream twice yesterday. Considered it a Wednesday and Thursday, and today can be Friday. So this is Genesee. This is the house street with the Nightmare on Elm Street house on it, I believe. I can't believe I'm doubting myself. Yeah, it's up there a little bit. You can't really see it so much anymore because the people grew hedges. And there's a video on YouTube where the guy comes out and like yells at people for, maybe they get a little closer, a little more disrespectful. They were like, you should open it. I have a party here. He's like, I don't want to open it. I feel like they were goading him on for just the TikTok views. Tom, good day. Welcome, welcome. Hey, if it's your first time here, please give it a little like and subscribe. I made it a little bit smaller, sorry. And then definitely chat. We are happy to chat. Spalding Street. Spalding Square is not located on Spalding Street. Here, I'll do a little walk down. Let's just enjoy the shady walk. So this is actually West Hollywood, more or less. It's the easternmost part of West Hollywood. So we're not like above the clubby area. It's maybe like a couple blocks behind and a couple blocks down. I love lavender. Stanley. I haven't gone on. I would really want to go on one. I just kind of feel like I would end up using that guy's content or that gal's content. We can start ours right now. Hi there. So my second issue when I go into airplane mode is it turns Speedify on and off also, because it's also my VPN. So hang tight if you're still hanging in there. I do get I'm on a little bit of a delay. I'm going to try one new trick. We'll see if that did anything, otherwise I'll just walk real fast to the next block and dip back down up to Sunset where it's thousands of degrees hotter. Thank you, all right. I just airplane moded it again. I think that's my new thing, my new go-to. Hi. We just need to stick to the, well, I don't want to always stick to the streets that we know, because how are we ever going to see new things, but might just be the best option sometime. Anyway, I'm going to cross and then walk up Gardner, and then we'll weasel our way back up to Hollywood Boulevard and a cappuccino protein drink. I find that like coffee flavored things, like not necessarily drink things, but like coffee flavored candy or ice cream is almost always good. I love a coffee candy, but like a coffee flavored protein drink, the best flavor for anything I think is banana, because like it's usually synthetic and it always tastes like Laffy Taffy, like banana Laffy Taffy. I used to drink this protein drink all the time called Muscle Milk. They make super dark chocolate, 0 grams of sugar. They make super fruity strawberry. I don't think that's what it's called. And then they for a while made banana. And the banana, although it was totally synthetic, like the best flavor ever. Coffee ice cream is always great. Like even cheap coffee ice cream. Well, maybe, yeah. Vanilla can be gross. Sometimes vanillas can be really gross. Alright, we are almost back to Sunset. We have like a big tub of banana protein shake. I wish it tasted more like the Muscle Milk, but it does not. It's kind of still something weird and protein about it. Protein-y, gritty. I definitely prefer when they're all mixed up in the bottle for me. Alright, so we just walked parallel to where we are right here on Hollywood Boulevard. Very residential, little downtown right here. Definitely make sure it's as cold as possible. Sometimes when something doesn't taste good, if it's super cold, it kind of like numbs. Oh. LA went all in for Oasis, I swear. And Tina Turner. I can't believe they can put that. It's gotta be a fake. I can't believe they would put a print signed by the person who took it out there. El Compadre. It's the great way to start your day drinking is El Compadre, if you're a day drinker. They also have a really good chimichanga, which is basically a burrito fried in the deep fat fryer. I know, we love Guitar Center, except it's on the sunny side of the street. I think we talked about this before. I always preferred the Sam Ash people. The Sam Ash people were like older musicians that had like SoundClouds and Super, 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 super helpful bunch of people. Nothing bad to say about Sam Ash. Guitar Center! I probably could, but I got over it. There's a lot of music, Will, like that. Like, I didn't appreciate it when I was younger, but only could appreciate it when I was older. I don't ever feel like I got to know Jimi Hendrix that well, although I know that he was a fantastic guitar player, iconic guitar player. And I know Purple Haze, but like Led Zeppelin, even, I know they're kind of, I don't think Joe likes Led Zeppelin, but Led Zeppelin for me, like I would never have listened to that in high school. I was too busy being whatever I was, punk or alternative. But I really love Led Zeppelin now. Or I can appreciate them. I don't love every song. But they do have some good ones. Oh, hey T-Mobile. So, Guitar Center and Rock and Roll Ralph's. I kind of love these little blocks because I just feel like this is, and I think we've had this combo before, but this is probably what this has looked like. I mean, signage, apart from the signage, for years. Life is short, art is long, experience difficult. Someone looks like they tried to jazz him up a little bit with some brown blush. The unfortunate thing with a lot of that older music is as soon as I start to appreciate it, somebody realizes also that it's really good and it ends up in a commercial and just crazily overplayed. There are also like artists actually that I really do love, but some of their work I really didn't get till I was much, much older, or I couldn't appreciate it or couldn't wrap my mind around it. I know we've talked about Kate Bush before, but like I was a Kate Bush fan, definitely. I never want to hear Running Up That Hill again after Netflix. After Netflix. What is the TV show? Sorry, brain fart, heat, and I need probably to get a water after this. Stranger Things. But like, I had that album, and then I had like Kate Bush's greatest hits. I never listened to her full-on albums. They're really crazy and just fantastic. But I didn't like those other songs. I couldn't relate to those other songs until I was maybe had more experience to relate to them, even though she wrote them at like 20 or younger. But I think opening yourself up to stuff that you don't like, or stuff that is hard to listen to or unfamiliar to you, is can be evolving, whether it's music or conversation. So the first Wuthering Heights that I ever heard was not the original Wuthering Heights. That Wuthering Heights where her voice is super duper 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 high that you see in that insane video, I heard Wuthering Heights on The Whole Story, the Kate Bush Greatest Hits album. And it was a newer version where her voice was not that crazy high. So I was kind of surprised when I finally heard the album version. Not surprised, but kind of disappointed, maybe. $99. I am going to actually not walk back up to Hollywood Boulevard. I'm going to walk up a couple more blocks, and then I'm going to sign off for today. We're going to be at Ciclavia on Sunday. I'm going to live stream tomorrow. I'm going to check the temperature. I'd like to do an afternoon thing or a morning thing, but you may end up reverting to a evening stream. I do want to thank my members one more time. I'll try to remember to turn that off so we don't hog all the CPU. Thank you guys for joining today so very much. I'm gonna take us all the way past Highland. I just want to definitely make sure I thank members one last time. Gotta remember to press this button. Thank you too, Will. We'll talk soon. We'll be live streaming tomorrow, and then on Sunday, I forget what time on Sunday, but we're going to be in Watts and South Central Los Angeles. I'm hoping that I can actually go into the Watts Towers. I think they're open. They might be free, or they might be like $7. Also, yeah, thank you so much for the buffer zones. Tacos Galavan. Woo! I literally just got stuck on a street hump. Okay. The tacos place smells really, really, really fantastic, actually. Hey, Martin Lawrence, nice to see you again. Wait, what? Hey, Ernesto. Yeah, maybe later tonight if Joe wants to play video games or go out walking. It is Friday night after all. So next month, that would be October, I'm gonna switch back to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and then, you know, I'll still stream on Saturdays because that's when the events are, but I think that's gonna be my go-to schedule. And members videos will still happen on Wednesday or Tuesday night, or members lives. Tomorrow's Saturday. Yeah, so Sunday I'm going to Ciclavia. For an international stack. I'm gonna have a pancake from every country they represent. Sure, hey. Right now, we are about 78.
Hey guys, my name is 5 Star. I'm a kick streamer.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, how's your day been?
Been pretty good. It's really hot.
Hey, you've been to IHOP before?
I have been to IHOP before.
Hey,
Right, bet. YouTube.
Oh, this one here?
That is it. Yeah, perfect.
Hey.
All right.
Hey, Chad.
We should be live and not buffering. Yes, I've been using an iPhone 14, which has been flawless. This is okay so far.
The Samsung doesn't buffer as much.
Cellular every time I need to switch from LTE to 5G.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. We will check you out. Leave your all right. Nice meeting you guys. I don't know what we do anymore. Thanks for talking. Take care. Which is a lot. I actually thought about getting the Samsung. Did a lot of good stuff about the Samsung. A little fender bender. It's Friday, everybody's in a rush to get home from work. Nothing worse than sorry, I just always look for more. The overlay. I'm gonna take off now and hop on the bus, go home and take a shower. We will definitely see you on the live stream tomorrow, Saturday at Ciclavia. I'll be open to starting earlier if I can. If it's like 91, no, I think it's supposed to be cool tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for being here, putting up with the buffering. Looks like we're getting another Cane's chicken fingers on this street. I'm gonna stop on this fence and put everything away. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me here in Hollywood. Hey, LA Unknown, thanks for being here. Punished Nomad, thanks for being here. Joey B. Walking in LA, oh, that's Joe. Mark. Will, always great to see you guys. Ozgay, LA Unknown. Martin Lawrence. I know I'm forgetting somebody. I know I'm forgetting something. Goodbye. I will see you again. I will see you tomorrow, and we'll see you on Sunday. Have a really awesome night. Looking forward to this Cane's Chicken Fingers opening. I was joking about it being Joe. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. We'll see you tomorrow. Remember, if you haven't, like, subscribe, smash that bell, or whatever. Anyway, cheers. Have a great night. Bye, JC Loop. I knew I was forgetting somebody.